I always believed in the system, in rules and order. But the night I saw true evil, and the system that enabled it, I had to make a choice. I had spent my life distancing myself from my father's past. Yet to save my girlfriend's future, I had to embrace it completely. His brand of justice was the only one left. Chloe stumbled in long after midnight, her usual fire extinguished, replaced by a hollow shell. As an investigative journalist, she was a fighter. But the person who collapsed into my arms was broken. Her elegant dress from the art gala was torn, her expression a mask of trauma. The gala was supposed to be a celebration of culture, but for her, it became a scene of brutality. In a quiet hallway, the son of the event's main sponsor, a powerful shipping magnate, had cornered her. Fueled by arrogance and champagne, he assaulted her. His actions, a grotesque display of power, while classical music drifted from the main hall. The nightmare deepened when she sought help. A security guard dismissed her claim with a tired shrug. The event's coordinator, a woman in a severe pantsuit, delivered the real blow. Her voice was low and menacing as she threatened to destroy Chloe's career, to make her a non-person in the city's media landscape if she dared to speak out. The complicit silence of other attendees confirmed the truth. Her attacker was untouchable, shielded by a wall of money and influence. Chloe, who dedicated her life to exposing corruption, was now its silenced victim. A cold rage, unlike anything I'd ever felt, surged through me. My world of blueprints and regulations had no answer for this, so I turned to my father's world. Marcus, a retired dock union boss, lived by a different set of rules, ones written in rust and seawater. I drove to his house near the port, a place filled with nautical maps and old tools. I pulled up the gala's website, showing him the smug face of the man who had hurt Chloe. Posing with his father, a dangerous stillness settled over my dad. He made 2 brief phone calls, speaking in a coded vernacular of the docks, mentioning spoilage in a container in a blocked channel needing a flush. He ended the calls and met my gaze. "Take care of your girl, Leo," he commanded. "The port will clean itself out." 4 days passed, then the headlines were everywhere. The magnate's son was discovered in an industrial shipyard, his hands methodically shattered. His prized supercar was found submerged in the bay. The story took a stunning turn when an anonymous source tipped off the police about a safe in the man's apartment. Inside was a library of his crimes, videos and sickening trophies from years of assaults. His father's carefully crafted empire began to fracture as the horrific truth came out. More victims, empowered by his downfall, came forward to press charges. The next time I visited my dad, he was pruning roses. I tried to speak, to offer some inadequate thanks. He simply put a hand on my shoulder, steering the conversation to a recent game. As he reached for a tool, his cuff slipped. A fresh, livid rope burn was branded around his wrist. He noticed my gaze and held it, a silent acknowledgement passing between us. "You learn on the docks, Leo," he said, his voice low and steady, "that some knots are tied to hold forever." I finally understood the brutal, necessary logic of his world.